until 2010, the ministry focused on teaching the other language to the public officers with the objective of providing services to the people of their choice. But having considered that it was not too productive, the Honorable Minister commenced a program island-wide called Language Societies, through which the public given an opportunity to learn the other language for communicational purposes. Presently, there are about 500 language societies right through the country. There are people together learning the other language and also integrating and trying to promote social cohesion in their society. That is being funded by the government of Sri Lanka, and also this initiative is supported by the National Institute for Language Education and Training, presently under the ministry. And also with regard to teaching of the public officers, it also has gathered momentum. And last year we trained about 35,000 public officers, and they are being used to deliver the services for the people in the language of their choice. In addition, there has been a recruitment drive to recruit people to all divisional secretaries with language competency in order to support the public in delivering the services in their own language. Further, we have also set up an emergency call center with the number 1956, where people could access the ministry and make any complaints where they feel that there is a language violation, so that we would be immediately able to provide support to the party concerned by reaching to the relevant delegated officers in the respective public office. I think, and also the ministry is presently in the process of drawing up a roadmap for language implementation with the objective of collating many key ministries and trying to identify the gaps where what is impeding in the language implementation in their respective ministry, department or local authority. To that extent, we are hoping to come up with a collaborated language plan through which we would be able to request the government to provide the adequate financial resources in the next coming years for language implementation. So I think we have made some progress in this front, but there may be small bottlenecks. I hope you will excuse us, but I assure you in the coming years we will be able to fully implement the official language policy. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This gentleman's question on Sri Lankan identity. Sri Lankan.
Yes, sir. Sri Lankan identity is the objective that is set before us to be achieved. This is precisely what we have failed to achieve for years, for several days. Principally, it is a political reason. We need to finally settle down to an understanding of the constitutional principles on which we ought to be collectively governed. In this regard, there has been a debate for a long time, and we arrived at a important structure with the 13th Amendment. But since then we have got stuck there, and there is a lot that could be done in order to develop it from there onwards and achieve finally the commencement of a process towards achieving this national identity. The obstacles are many, among which the political obstacle is the principal one. The government has taken certain steps but those steps have still not become fully utilized or adopted by the other stakeholders who want to come into it. We hope with the holding of elections in the northern province, it will become more practically necessary for us to discuss this matter further and then develop from there onwards. And the government's expectation is towards election. Then matters like the language learning, which is being encouraged now in school, or Tamil children learning Sinhala, or Tamil speaking children learning Sinhala, and vice versa. This is being encouraged, but we have a tremendous shortage of teachers, and the teachers are being vigorously increased in number. And we hope we will arrive at a time not later but sooner when everybody in the country will understand the spoken Tamil and the spoken Sinhala, even if they were not able to speak themselves, which is a fairly successful point of integration.
Last question, is young gentleman, Bhasha Pratipati, Grama Niladhara in Ms. Malkanti.
Is that your question? Yes. The Grama Niladhara is also expected to comply with the official languages policy. Is that your question?
Civil personnel who are dealing with the civil personnel. Civil affairs officers, are they not much aware of this policy?
Whether they are equipped in order to be able to carry out this program.
Yes, for example, I say they impose a particular Grama Niladhara which is located in Mandishan Secretariat to hide the board. Don't hang on it. Because of the language, it preferred a particular language, they impose in the sector. So the board set up by the Public Administrative Ministry. So there are no involvement by the Grama Niladhara.
So you must call our 1956 number.
It's the same thing I suggested for you the GS to give a code to your number. Even my boss was a policeman, he has been done when he was in the locally. Then the Grama Niladhara was a bit clear because the legal comes in and the staff will let clear from our village. Tomorrow we have to survive with the civil affairs officers in the army. That is the issue.
We have a training program for the Grama Niladharis too. She will explain.
Actually, with regard to the Grama Niladharis, undoubtedly as they are public officers, they have to comply with the official languages policy. And they also have to acquire the other language competencies by going through courses conducted by this institute called Village and sitting for this examination. And also through the Access to Justice project, which is one of the projects under the ministry, we have sort of created awareness about the role of the Grama Niladhara in terms of language implementation, policy implementation, and also with regard to other laws that may need to implement. But if this is a particular case which is limited to a particular Grama Niladhara, I think we should not generalize. Maybe if you write to us and let us know what exactly this complaint is about, we might be able to look into this matter and try to resolve that issue. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Now we conclude our Q&A session. Thank you for your participation, for your discussion. This discussion will go on further on the next two sessions we will have. So thank you. Pass to the conference. Thank you.
Samaj ekhamati pilimබඳ ජාතික ප්‍රතිපත්ති විමසාකච්ඡාවේ සම්බන්ධතාවය සමරම්භක ප්‍රතිපත්ති පතන සහ ඉතින් ආදායෝ සෙනට ප්‍රතිවිධ කල්ලාවට අපට දැන් ආරම්භ කරනවා ජාතික භාෂා හා සමාජ ඒකාවතතා අමාත්‍යාංශිකම් මන්හාරි වික්‍රමසිංහ
இன்று இந்த நிகழ்வுக்கு சமூகம் தந்திருக்கின்ற அனைவருக்கும் நன்றி கூறுவதற்காக நன்றியுரை வழங்க தேசிய மொழிகள் மற்றும் சமூக ஒருமைப்பாட்டு அமைச்சின் செயலாளர் திருமதி மல்காந்தி விக்ரமசிங் அவர்கள்.
Ladies and gentlemen, propose the vote of thanks for Dr. Paul, Secretary of the Ministry of National Languages and Social Integration, Ms. Malkanti Vikramasinghe.
Members of the table and distinguished invited, I consider it a pleasure and a privilege to propose the vote of thanks on behalf of the Ministry of National Languages and Social Integration. We have listened to the distinguished speakers who expressed their inspiring views, ideas and experiences related to the subject of social integration. I believe we have been able to understand the objectives and merits of this program to a great extent, for which invaluable contributions and assistance have been extended by the speakers, participants and the organizers. The outcomes of this discussion will be effectively carried forward in order to reap rich dividends. Distinguished guests, I would now like to place on record our deep appreciation to Honorable Dr. GIZ, Minister of External Affairs, for accepting our invitation extended to deliver the keynote address. It is indeed a great privilege for us to have you in our midst and listen to your address, which was indeed thought-provoking. I thank you most sincerely for your support and assistance towards this endeavor. I would like to place on record my thanks to the Honorable Minister of National Languages and Social Integration, Mr. Vasudeva, for your kind presence and address, sir. Without your support and guidance and the leadership to this forum, it would not have been a reality. We look forward to your continued assistance and support in taking this throughout the country. I would also like to place on record my thanks to His Excellency Dr. Stuart Morgan, the Ambassador of the Federal Republic of Germany, for accepting our invitation to deliver the lecture on the theme Challenges for Social Integration in Post-War Society, Experiences from Germany. Sir, your inspiring presentation highlighted the lessons from Germany. These lessons undoubtedly throw light on the formulation of the master plan process. My sincere thanks and appreciations are due to Diane Panagoda, Technical Advisor of GIZ, for your presentation, which highlighted the consultative process adopted by the Ministry in the formulation of the policy, the challenges and the processes that are to be adopted in the formulation of the master plan. My sincere thanks to the Board of Directors, Mr. Asan Kambe, Executive Director, Mr. Nishanta Pushpakumar, Deputy Director, and the staff of the Lakshman Kadagam Institute for the support extended to the Ministry to make this event a reality. Finally, my sincere thanks go to every one of you here, the distinguished guests, for your participation and invaluable contribution for the success of this forum. Your presence here today gives us enormous strength and courage to hesitantly embark on discussions in the future as scheduled. Distinguished invitees, I now propose the close of this forum. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's some refreshments outside, so please. A seminar on the day without water, about the Sri Lanka water table at 2 p.m.